Om Namah Shivaya. Good morning, children. How are you all? Okay, all of you are fine. That's good. So, last class we had completed the chapter water sources. Our discussion is over. Then, what all points we had discussed? Just we have a review. See, major part of the Earth's surface is covered with water, and Earth is called as the blue planet, and that's the only one planet that has life because of water. And we have discussed the different sources of water. What are the different sources of water? Rain, then underground water, inland water means lakes, rivers, ponds, seas, and oceans. These all we had discussed, isn't it? And whenever we came to the points of rivers, we had discussed the two types of rivers, that's rain-fed rivers and snow-fed rivers. Okay, then when we came to the case of seas and oceans, we had learned that the 5 oceans, and the water in the seas and oceans, that's salty. That and all we had discussed. And whenever it's a salty water, we came to know about the salt extraction from the seawater, right? And how is the salt extracted? As a large portion of the sea is separated by making dikes, and seawater is trapped there, and that water, whenever it's getting evaporated due to the heat of the sun, a layer of salt is left out, and that salt is collected and taken to the factories to be refined, right? And then we came to the point storing water. See, throughout the year we don't receive rain, so we have to collect and store the water. For storing water, we use dam. A dam is a wall built across the river to block the flow of the water. And then we came to the reservoir, came to the next method of storing water, that is reservoir. That's an artificial lake constructed behind a dam. Then we came to know about canal. That's also about to store the water. What's a canal? Canal is a channel or long path dug into the ground, and it carries water from the river or reservoir. Then the fields are irrigated with the water in the canal. Okay, then the last point we came to discuss is evaporation and condensation, isn't it? Whenever water is heated, or due to the heat of the sun, or whatever the whether it is with any heat, whenever the water is getting heated, it will change into water vapor. Mainly we can say the heat from the sun changes the water into water vapor, and the process by which water changes into water vapor due to heating, that we can call as evaporation. And just opposite of that process is condensation. And what is it? The process by which water vapor changes back to water due to cooling, that is called condensation. This is also we had discussed. Now we can have a glance through the textual exercise. Let's take the page number 162. See, there is the exercise given. Take the correct answers. See, we use water for, what is it? Whether it's for evaporation, cleaning, tube wells, hand pumps, what is it? We use water for cleaning. Okay. And then second question, we use dash to draw water from the underground. Dams, canals, wells, ponds. അണ്ടർഗ്രൗണ്ട് വാട്ടറിൽ നിന്ന് വെള്ളം എടുക്കാൻ ഏതാണ് നമുക്ക് യാതൊരു ഡാം നോ, കനാൽസ് നോ, പോണ്ട്സ് നോ. Then what about wells? Yes, that's the correct answer. Then a dash is a river of ice on a mountain. What is it? Is it pond, glacier, lake, or spring? That's glacier, right? Evaporation occurs when water becomes cool, cold, hot, or polluted. When it becomes hot, because we had learned, because of the heat of the sun, water gets evaporated, isn't it? So that means whenever the water becomes hot, it gets evaporated. Okay. Now second one is fill in the blanks. See how, let's check it. Life is not possible on earth without water. Okay. Water in rivers is blocked by building a dam. The place where a river starts is called its source. റിവർ അതിൻ്റെ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന സ്ഥലത്ത് എന്താണ് വിളിക്കുന്നത്? സോഴ്സ്. Okay, now answer these questions also. You can do it very easily. What are the different sources of water? We had discussed it many times, right? Rain, inland water, then oceans and seas, isn't it? These all, and then underground water. This we had discussed. Say it so fast, okay? Name any two snow-fed and any two rain-fed rivers in India. Snow-fed means Ganga, Yamuna, and we had learned for the rain-fed rivers also. Example for the rain-fed rivers, Mahanadi, Kaveri, okay. And how salt extracted from the seawater. That's also we had discussed, isn't it? See, large areas, the Gujarat and other areas have been cut off from the sea by making dikes. And in these areas, we will call it as salt pans. And seawater is blocked from flowing back to the sea, and this blocked or trapped water gets evaporated because of the heat of the sun. And then whenever the water is evaporated, a layer of salt is left behind. That salt is collected and then it is purified. Okay, that's how salt is extracted from the seawater. Okay, children. Then what's the next question we have to discuss? What's a dam? What's a dam? Dam is a wall built across the river to block the flow of the water. And that water, how is it useful to us? Dam, how is it helpful for us? How the water stored in this dam is used to generate electricity, because we people now, the very essential part, electricity is also an essential need only. So, and the dam also prevents flood. Okay. Now, see, suppose if we are asked a question like, Piyush cleans the floor of his room every day. He sweeps it first and then uses water to wipe it. The floor is dry in few minutes. What's the reason? Whether it is with the evaporation or condensation, what happens to that water? You can't see that water. It gets dry. Then what's the reason, children? That water is evaporated, isn't it? That water had changed into vapor. That is because of the evaporation. Okay, now suppose in our daily life we are always advised to carry drinking water with us wherever we are traveling. Why is it? Whether it's to avoid buying water, or you can drink water whenever you are thirsty, or you can be sure that the water is clean. Which is the most suitable answer? You can be sure that the water is clean. Okay, children. Now we can have a discussion on the notes also. List some uses of water that you people had already told me. That is, water is used for drinking, cooking, washing clothes, and for growing crops or plants, isn't it? Then, how is evaporation different from condensation? What is it? Evaporation is the process of changing water into water vapor, whereas condensation is the process of changing water vapor into water. Okay. Now, what's a dam we had discussed, and then how salt extracted, that's also we had discussed. See, we cannot use seawater for day-to-day activities. Why is it? Because the water in the sea is salty, isn't it? And suppose if you are asked what you will call the wall built across the river to block the flow of the water, that is dam. Okay. Artificial lake constructed behind a dam. Can you name it? What is it? Reservoir. And dash is extracted from seawater. What is it? Salt. And water in rivers is blocked by building a dam. Okay, children. Then we use dash to draw water from the underground. That also we had discussed. So we had completed the revision of this chapter, water sources. Okay, children. Now you can complete the notes. You have to copy the notes in your notebook. Okay, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.